And I can't lie, when I first got here, I was just kind of like heavily considering van life. Actually landed the position, period, with co-parenting. What's that? what is that? I have not officially announced this, but dealing with all of that BD stuff. Fuck them, okay? We're not trying to be in the US of A. I absolutely miss having a house. Cheers, baby, and cheers to talking our shit, okay? Because one thing we gonna do over here on Tipsy Tea is talk our shit, okay? Girl, let's get cozy. Let's grab our glass. Listen, we sipping on a little pink Moscato today, trying to keep it light. It's before 5, okay? I'm just taking it easy, taking it slow. Oh, that's good. I like that. Refreshing, cool. That's cute. Girl, we got to catch up. We got to get reacquainted. For everybody new here, what's up? I'm so happy to have you. So happy to see all the new comments, new subscribers coming in that's here for the new journey, okay? Because period, we're in a new season, we're in a new space. If y'all been following my Dallas diaries, y'all will know that I just moved to Dallas from Georgia, like the Atlanta area. And girl, life has just been so different nowadays. So we definitely gotta catch up. I see y'all questions, I be seeing y'all questions, okay? And I'm gonna answer them, finally answer them today. First of all, let's welcome back the Tipsy Tea Talks. If y'all been watching for a while, this was maybe like a few years ago. I started my Tipsy Tea episodes. I was trying to do lives, but I just never really stuck with it. And honestly, I was just in a place where I felt like I couldn't talk. I couldn't really share my story because I was still going through it. Like, people was asking me some deep stuff that I just still was working through, and I didn't really know how to come and talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But now I feel like I'm in a space where I have done so much like reflection. I've done so much healing. I've just been able to like make sense of the recent events of my life. I'm definitely get into all the things throughout this series. Like, when I say we tipsy talking, we're keeping it real. I am finally about to open up about everything that has went down in my life, and I'm excited to finally share, you know, these things that I feel like I've just been working through. So cheers to Tipsy Tea, making her come back. Hey. Cheers, baby, and cheers to talking our shit, okay? Because one thing we gonna do over here on Tipsy Tea is talk our shit, okay? I did want to start this series with a Q&A, so I did tell y'all to leave me some questions. So this is pretty much my Dallas Q&A, but I feel like it's pretty much a life update because I'm just in a whole new space, a new state mentally, physically, like spiritually, in every way. And so let's get caught up, girl. People just want to know about the change, like how I'm adjusting, moving from the suburbs to the city, moving from a 5-bedroom house to a 2-bedroom apartment. Like, it's a big adjustment. And I can't lie, when I first got here, I was just kind of like, was this a mistake? I just felt like this wasn't mine. Like, I have always wanted to live in a loft apartment. Like, when I was 18, I used to dream about living either in LA or New York. I just knew either one of them was gonna be my place. I was gonna be a famous hairstylist, and I was just gonna live like in this loft. Like, that was my dream, right? I did the whole family thing, and life kind of went in a different direction for me, so I never really did the whole city living, like living in a loft and all of that. I'm from the city. I'm from Flint, Michigan. Hey, Flintstone, Flinttown. I be seeing my Detroit people, my Flint people, my Michiganders out there. What's up? But Flint is a small city, so I was just like a small town girl with like big city dreams. And so honestly, I just felt like that was off the table for me. Like, having kids, you need to be living out in the suburbs in the big house, and I did all of that, but I just still felt like I could do this. Like, I can still live the life of my dreams. I can still do this even as a mom. But honestly, going from like this comfort of a house, even though it wasn't my house, like I didn't buy the house, I was renting, I couldn't really decorate and design like I wanted to, it just still had more of like a homey feeling. And when you go from like a house to an apartment, it just was like, oh, like I felt so out of place. I felt like I didn't have a home anymore, and I felt like I was just vacationing, but I like didn't have anything else to go to because like all my stuff is here, like. And so I'm not gonna lie, it was hard. Like, the first, I would say like just the first week, like moving in, it was a tough move. Like mentally, we had to drive here, 15-hour drive. We was running off fumes, okay? Moving our stuff up here was a headache in itself. I just felt out of place, you know? Like I was just like, I feel like I'm in an Airbnb. Like I feel like this is not my home, and obviously it's temporary. Like we're not buying this apartment. But it definitely felt out of place for a minute, until I got outside, okay? When I started exploring and just started, you know, walking downtown and finding places to take my kids, like it just really hit me like that this was my way of life now. And even though it was different, like we can do this, you know, like you can live differently, and I'm real heavy on that. I addressed this in my latest Dallas Diaries, but people had so much to say about me being a mom, like pulling my kids out of a suburb community, a suburb home. We literally lived in a cul-de-sac where the kids could go outside and just, you know, they had a cul-de-sac. And so people really felt like that was not a good move as a mom. Like you putting your kids, you taking your kids from that in an apartment, like you're downtown, like it's not really good for the kids. They need a yard, they need this, they need that. Like I said in my Dallas Diaries, fuck them, okay? Because you can live whatever type of life you want. I'm so big on that, but I just got comfortable, and honestly I got stagnant because of other people's opinions. I used to be a big people pleaser where I was just like doing what everybody else wanted me to do, doing what society wanted me to do, and I had to take a look at myself like, hold on, this is not me, this is not what I do, this is not even who I am. I have always been a bold, just dream chaser. I have always done my own thing, walked to the beat of my own dream, okay? I have always been just a go-getter, and like why am I living my life like this where I feel like I am stuck? After I just like let that sink in and I started exploring and just like designing my life, I was like, okay, like I love this. This feels like me. And let me tell y'all something real quick, because I ain't told nobody this except for Avery. He knew about it. But before I moved here, I was like in this transitional phase where I'm like, I have to get out of here. Like I gotta leave Georgia, I gotta do something different, I gotta live my life. And I was heavily considering van life. I set my appointment to go down to them people's camper store. I had my truck at the time. My truck ended up getting repoed, but I had my truck at the time, so I'm thinking like maybe I could tow, you know, use my truck to tow the trailer. Like I was looking at single mom van life. Like I was about to go, I was finna go live my life on the road, okay? If it was not for my husband that said come here girl, let me just I would have been on the road. Like, and I'm just real heavy on that, like living an untraditional life. I love seeing like moms who are like traveling the world with their kids and homeschooling in different places, life schooling and on the road in the van. Like I love that, okay? So living this like lofty apartment life that I thought I couldn't live because I settled down and had kids, it is just truly amazing. And it just honestly encourages the 18-year-old me that was dreaming so big. It encourages her to just like still go for it. It's never too late. Everything don't have to look like you thought it was gonna look. Like you can create your life how you want to create. Are the kids' dad in Texas? Do y'all still co-parent? Has the relation gentled out? Are the kids going with their dad in the summer? Like I said on Tipsy Talks with T, we gonna talk about it. What co-parenting? What's that? What is that? I thought I knew what that was. I had an idea. I thought I had it figured out. Y'all notice the pattern, I. You can't co-parent by yourself. And moving here has really just completely opened my eyes and gave me my final decision to let it go. I am done co-parenting. I'm done. The invitation is open. I would never withhold like my role in bridging the gap for my children. I'll never withhold it. I'll never take it away. But I'm absolutely done. I'm done creating the bridge. I'm done reaching out. I'm done trying to make a schedule. I'm done. She's worn out. And we're gonna have to break this down in a different video, honestly, because I have a lot to talk about, honestly, with being a single parent and going through divorce and just discovering myself as a woman, as a mother, dealing with all of that BD stuff. Okay, I got some shit to say. I have learned so much, and baby, we gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it all. When I say I'm not holding back, I'm not holding back, but I would just, you know, answer the question. No, there is no co-parenting. I thought it would be. I really did. I was hopeful. They went to his house one time since we've been here, and we've been here for about, it's been 2 months. A couple days ago, 2 months. They went to this nigga house one time. So that tells you all you need to know. We don't even live far away, I'll say that. I'm just, like I said, I'm not sugarcoating nothing for nobody. I'm done. I'm done doing that. But yeah, that daddy, he not far away, but one time in 2 months. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. Like I said, we're gonna have to sit down and just have a whole conversation about co-parenting and the things that I've been learning and single motherhood and just all the things. But yeah, the recent chain of events have opened my eyes and helped me make my final decision in letting go of co-parenting. I'm fine with what it is. I cannot be a father. I'm not a father. Okay, I'm a woman. I'm a mother, and I'm gonna stay with my role. I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do. But I can't be a father. I can't make all the plans when you the only one trying to like bridge the gap. You the only one reaching out. Like you just, it's too much. It's not your responsibility. You can't parent for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And so I just come to a point where I'm just like, I'm done with it. If you want to step up and do what you're supposed to do as a father, you can do that. But my role as a mother ends here. I'm not crossing over into fatherhood. My husband has shown me how that's supposed to be done, and I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to leave that at that, because I'm not a man. I'm not a father. And I'm going to stick softly in this role as I am, as the mother I have been, but without all the extra trying to bridge this gap of co-parenting that I really hoped for and really wished for and really thought was gonna work out. But yeah, so no, I let it go. Gone, Lord, take it. I can't. This question gonna make me cry. Somebody said, how do you feel about leaving behind your sister, niece, and BFF Brandon? Why would you even try to do that to me? Like, we was having fun and stuff. I'm so sick. I miss them so much. I do. I really do. I'd be like, can y'all please just move here? Because leaving my niece specifically, because that's my baby. Like, y'all, Lexi is my baby. I left night school to go see her be born. I was not playing. I was only, what, 16 when she was born? I was not playing. That was my baby, okay? And then to now living with her in her teenage years was just amazing, and I just miss her so very much. But they are coming to visit soon, so I'm excited about that. But I'll say, yeah, it's definitely hard being away from your people. Like, I'm big on community, and I'm gonna just say this: what I'm doing right now, what we doing right now, what we trying to build is so that we can for real build that community. That's the type of time I'm on. Like, I want to be able to build a community where all my family members got a house on the street. You know what I'm saying? That's where my mind goes. And so, like, being here was a move to pivot me in that direction to be able to do that. And so I don't think it's definitely not the end of me living near my family. It's just like a curve in the road that I had to take to be able to get there for real. But I miss my people. I really do. I miss them. Somebody said, do you have an idea as to how long you will stay in Dallas? That's a good question. That's a good question, because honestly, I don't know. I don't know. How is my glass gone? Me and my husband do have a plan, but we're gonna have to see what God does. I think the longest that I will be in Dallas may be like 5 years. I think that'll be my max point to where, until we like really transition to where we really want to go. And y'all will just have to keep watching the journey. But I would just say, we're not trying to be in the US of A's. That's it. That's all. We is not trying to be here forever. And so living in Dallas, like I said, again, it's just a stepping stone to really live the life that we want. So 5 years is my, you know, our plan to be here. I can really see Dallas being like my last city that I'm in before we make that super big leap, you know, outside of this country. But yeah, so yeah, I would love to have a house in Dallas. Let's go back to question number 1, like moving from a house to an apartment. I love having this loft. It's fulfilling one of my teenage dreams, okay? But I absolutely miss having a house. But the thing is, with a house, I want to own it. Like, I gotta own the house so that I can design it, I can build it, I can have it exactly how I want to have it. Because my issue with like having a house before, like the house I just moved from, was that I could not do what I wanted to do. I feel like I was in a shell, you know, like I didn't, my creativity was stifled. I couldn't really design and decorate how I wanted to. So I would love to have a home in Dallas, but it would have to be completely like built. Like, it's my home, I designed it, it's the aesthetics that I need to have. Like, I got the, it's sharp. We gonna stay in Dallas long enough for that to happen, definitely. Okay, somebody asked, hey girly, just wondering, did you research on the schools here in Dallas? Haven't heard the best regarding ISD. Ooh, so do you plan on homeschooling? Oh, girl. Or do you think the schools here will be okay? Can't wait for the episode. Keep shining. Thank you, Pookie. My kids haven't been to school yet, so I can't really say too much, but in my research, I think I'm gonna love the Texas schools. Now, besides the fact that they trying to take Black history out the schools, you know, I'm not relying on nobody for that. I'm big on teaching my kids at home our history, real history, the truth. Like, I'm not putting them in school for them to like know everything, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not even looking for that or have that expectation from schools. But I will say, based off my research here, and I am actually going to be touring a school in a couple weeks, I actually really like the Texas school system, mainly because they have school choice. So you don't have to send your kids to the public school in the neighborhood. Now, this has its pitfalls. When you get into politics and you see what's really going on behind the scenes, it's not good for everybody, because the people that have to send their kids to public school, now they trying to cut resources and all of that type of stuff. Now, that's terrible. But as for me, living like right downtown, oh, that's great for me, because now we got the Montessori school right downtown. Now we got the charter school right here that the kids can walk to. Like, we have so many different options near us, and you can choose whatever school you want to go to. Now, that doesn't mean you'll get accepted. You do have to like apply and all of that good stuff. But I just feel like, for me personally, it gives us the options to send the kids wherever we want to send them. And it doesn't have to be public school, which I can appreciate. I love public school. But for my oldest, he has an IEP. He's had it since kindergarten. I just feel like the public schools don't really offer enough for him, or like he could thrive in a different setting. Al is really, he's in the engineering thing. Like, he loves his Legos. He loves just like building things, just STEM type of vibe. And so I feel like with school choice, I can send him to a school that really caters to him and it really be beneficial for him. And it could be more specific, and I don't have to just throw the kids into a public school and just, you know, that's the school you got, that's the school you got. We were lucky in Georgia because they built a new school like right around the corner. It was great. I love the school. I worked at the school. I was a substitute teacher. I didn't love it because working there, I kind of saw like, this is why my baby not thriving here. I loved it because my kids loved it. Honestly, they love their teachers. They love the, you know, their friends and stuff. It was just a nice school. It was a nice school. The food was cool. They had a nice new playground. So it was like a good public school. But being in the public school system, I really saw like, you know, I really would like to choose different for my kids. And so being in Texas, the Texas Dallas ISD, school choice. Send them wherever you want to go for free. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like that. I like it. So we gonna see. I'm gonna keep y'all updated on when the kids start school, whatever school I, you know, choose for them. I'll definitely keep y'all updated. But we gonna have to pause here because I do have to go get the kids it is time for me to pick them up from summer camp, so I'll be right back.
2,000 years later.
Trials and tribulations later. I need another glass. Girl! Now what was we talking about? That's supposed to be quick. Summer camp pickup just turned into an hour at Walmart. Getting stuck in the rain and getting stuck in traffic. Like, all right, girl, we are gonna finish this. We're gonna finish strong. You know what I'm saying? We gotta do what we gotta do. Y'all know mama life, it don't stop. Your girl be all over the place. But we're gonna finish this Q&A, okay? We're gonna finish catching up. Hey, sissy, I've been here for years. Hey, girl. Why Dallas? Are y'all interested in having a solid married couple to hang out with? That would be cool to try, even though your own family is enough. Any new career/business goals? I love your joy about the new city. May it be everlasting. Thank you so much. The kids are going to do so well in the schools. It's always great to live where education is valued and offers an abundance of opportunity. Listen, okay, cheers, baby. I love your whole comment. I love your whole energy, love your whole vibe. Thank you so much. I agree that the kids are going to do well here. Like I was just saying with the schools, you know, I feel like it's just so much more opportunities for them here. So many different types of schools, of course, different activities and sports and all that. So I'm really excited about that. Let me break down her questions. So why Dallas? The short and long of it is that God led me here. Like, honestly, God whispered Dallas in my ear and I just got to moving with that. And honestly too, I just wanted to live in a big city. You know, of course Atlanta is like one of those big metro cities, but personally I haven't explored Atlanta enough to give y'all like a full review because I've never lived in Atlanta. Like I can't give you a full breakdown of Atlanta, and I can't really say I didn't like it because I didn't try it all the way. But overall, like the vibe of the city, I don't think was for me. I wanted a more busy type of city. Like, Atlanta is more so like the downtown is like a businessy district. Like you don't really see people walking downtown. Like Dallas to me is more of like a New York vibe. Like people are walking downtown. There's so much going on. Like there is just, it's a more of a lively city, and that's really what I wanted. Atlanta was just more of like a, I don't know, like it's stuff going on like in the suburbs or like the different cities surrounding, or like different developments around the city. But I wanted to be in a place where it was just like the city itself is like, you know what I'm saying, it's a nice little vibe. Let me tell you why I believe God told me Dallas. Dallas is kind of just like my vibe that I'm entering into just personally. Like the family vibe is just so successful here. Like the money here is insane. Cheers, baby. Okay, now I came here faith alone. Dallas was just like faith. I never had Dallas on my bucket list. Like I said, when I was 18, my dream cities was LA and New York. But like just even the first time visiting here, I just was so inspired just going downtown, like seeing the architecture. It just feels so rich here, and it's just like that diversity that's here. I love that. Just a really rich vibe here. And like I was saying, I have really big goals. So much we want to do. Like what we building, you know, we need to be around the money. We need to be around like real connections and just real wealth. And Dallas, I'm telling you, it's just it's you can smell it. You go outside, you smell it, okay? Like, and it's just an abundance of opportunities here. It's one of those like little big cities, you know what I'm saying? It's not a New York but it's not a LA, but it's like a lively city where you can see all of that and you can feel all of that and you can really jump in easily. Like so many opportunities here. And honestly, let me tell y'all, because I think she asked too, any new career/business goals. Honestly, moving to Dallas, this close, and I still might, I don't know, it was just a thought, honestly. But I was thinking about getting into tech. Dallas is a big tech city. Like, tech is booming. Y'all see the AT&T district right down the street. They be having robot dogs outside. Like, it's just a tech city. You'll see the Uber Eats robots driving down the street. It is big. Tech is big in Dallas. And so I really was thinking about it. I found a school and everything, and I was thinking about applying and just really diving into tech. One, because the pay is great. Like I said, I'm here in Dallas to work. Honestly, that kind of sums up the why Dallas question. I'm here to work. I'm here to get busy. I'm here to build something to just really change the trajectory of my life and of my business and where I'm going, and the, you know, financial goals and career goals that I have for myself. So tech was definitely like looking attractive to me. I don't really think I'm gonna go in that direction, simply because it's just a lot of time you invest into learning, and I don't really have a passion for tech. It was just something that was just like, you can make a lot of money in tech, and it was, you know, a good opportunity with this school that I found. But, you know, so no, I'm not gonna dive into tech. But if you have been watching the Dallas Diaries, y'all see before I moved here I had an interview, and I actually landed the position, period. And I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all what it is. But I landed a position with apartment locating company. Hey, what y'all doing? But yeah, I actually landed a position at this apartment locating company as a realtor. Oh my gosh, come on here. Company was really good though. They gave you like 6 weeks to like get your realtor license, real estate license, to, you know, take your courses, go to state boards and all of that. Unfortunately, just it was in the midst of me moving here. I thought I would be able to like do it and move. I don't know why I thought that, because that's crazy. But I just wasn't able to really focus in on that. So I can't put that like on the back burner for right now, at least for the summertime. Maybe I can pick it back up, you know, in the fall when the kids going to school. I feel like I'll have more time. I'll have a little more focus. I'm finally like settled in, all that good stuff. But definitely, whether I go start with an apartment locator company or I just do it on my own, I am going to be a real estate agent, okay? I know that's news to everybody, because I haven't, you know, talked about it. You know, I am just looking for something new in my life, and not as far as just like switching up and going and doing something else just for the hell of it, but something that really supports where I want to go. And let me tell y'all, let me give you a little glimpse into the life I'm trying to live. Like, I want to be able to have properties everywhere. Like, if I want to live, like I said, this, you know, city life is temporary, but I want to be able to, like, if I need a taste of the city, or I have a penthouse over there, you know what I'm saying? If I want to duck off and go to my beach house, I got a spot over there we can go vacation. Like, I'm trying to be all over the place. I'm trying to have my hand in something bigger, you know what I'm saying? And I just feel like that's a good start for me to just like learn about real estate and just to really get familiar with it. And so I have always wanted to go into real estate for that reason. I've always pictured myself with like properties and just like in the real estate field somehow. Yeah, I feel like becoming a realtor would just like get my foot in the door. Like, Texas has a great market, and I know the market is doing some funny things right now. I'm not gonna even talk about all of that, but I feel like Texas was a good place for me to do that. I always plan to create content surrounding, like, you know, my life and what I'm doing and what I'm up to and stuff like that. I will always have my beauty company, period. TRJ Beauty is never going nowhere, okay? I really, even like career wise, just plan on expanding and scaling my business. But, you know, real estate is kind of, that's just like a new direction for me to pivot financially, if you know what I'm saying. And listen, I've been seeing so many comments about, oh, I hope you do hair here. Can you do my hair? I can drive to you. I'm 2 hours away. I have not officially announced this, but I've retired. Yes. For now, I have retired from being behind the chair. I'm never gonna leave the beauty industry. TRJ Beauty will always be what it is. But as far as like being a hairstylist, hands-on, taking clients, I gotta take a step back. Yeah, honestly, I made this decision months ago. After closing my salon suite in Georgia, things just started clicking for me that it just was time to let it go. And honestly, I love doing hair. I still will, you know, do it in some capacity, whether it be my family, friends, you know, just for content maybe. But I just got really burnt out with the whole like hustle of being a hairstylist. Like, I didn't really feel like I had my footing. Even like opening my salon suite, it did not go the way I expected it to go. And it was fun. I appreciated it. I appreciated the experience. But it just did not take off in the way that I thought it would. It was very stressful. It wasn't, I don't know. I had a passion for it, but like not like I used to. It just was so different for me. I was in a new space of just like motherhood and, you know, spiritually growing and all of this stuff going on with me personally, that like doing hair was just kind of like a stressor. Honestly, it was just like, it was stretching me thin, and that salon suite stressed me out. I was very happy to close it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was very happy to close it. I'm, you know, like I said, thankful that I had it, thankful for all my clients. But there was just a time in my life, and like I said, I don't know what the future holds, but that time in my life, and even just right now, it just doesn't fit. Like, the pieces don't fit for me to be a hairstylist and to, you know, take clients, all of that. It just don't fit. It don't fit. This is my season of like being behind the scenes. So I want to continue doing what I'm doing with Tierra Beauty as far as like my online shop, my beauty tutorials. And honestly, I'm getting back to the purpose of Tierra Beauty, which is like more so women empowerment. And I really just want to focus on that like 100%. And so I've just been kind of quiet about it. I've been behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? I've been ducking off. But Tierra Beauty is going in a new direction rather than just like the hairstylist. Like, I've been the hairstylist for how many years? I don't even know, count them up. Listen, 12 to 31. Like, I have been a hairstylist for most of my life, and I just honestly, you know, I'm feeling burnt out. It started to feel really burnt out from doing hair. And so yeah, I'm just laying that to rest for now. I'm retiring. I'm laying my blow dry down. I'm laying my comb, my cape, laying it down. It was a good run. I'm gonna pour out a little bit. And so with that being said though, I want y'all to stay tuned, especially for my beauties who live in Dallas. Like, I plan on just really creating a community here and just really building and growing Tierra Beauty for what it really is and what it really means. And I can't wait to do that. And I'm gonna definitely be doing that here in Dallas, so stay tuned. I think the kids, my virtual niece and nephews, will adapt to the new school and changes they are experiencing. So they are adjusting well. They do talk about Georgia, they miss Georgia, but they looking forward to like a new school and new friends. We talk about it all the time. I get them ready, like, y'all gonna be going to a new school, it's gonna be different, y'all gonna make new friends, new teachers. So I think they'll adapt really well. I think they'll really like it here. They make friends pretty easily. Like, we go to the park. Listen, they've been seeing, for I don't know how, because Dallas is so big, but every time we go down to the district, they see this same kid. Like, that's our friend we met. They done seen him like 3-4 times. And they keep running into this same kid. And I'm like, you know, that's just amazing. But I say that to say they make friends really easily. You know, I feel like the kids are still young, so they kind of are just more adaptive anyway. And so yeah, I think they really like the schools here. We met a few school kids. They had on their uniforms at the playground. That's another thing I love about the Texas schools, baby. They got uniforms. Give me the uniforms. The kids, Al especially, he not for it. The other two, I don't think they care. But when I told them that they had to wear uniforms, Al was like, what? They have never went to a school that, you know, wear uniforms. He was just like freaking out about that. Like, I don't think Al gonna fool with that. But baby, me, the mother, I love it. I don't have to pick out clothes. I ain't gotta think too much about it. Y'all got y'all uniforms for the whole week. I love that. So yeah, we met a few kids at the park. They had their uniforms on. Actually, at one of the schools that I'm looking at sending them to, But yeah, they just, you know, they got to playing and everything. Y'all know how kids do. They'll play, they gonna meet new people and do their thing, okay? From co-parenting craziness to adjusting to life in the city, y'all. That's the life update. I'm so excited to be back with the little chitty chats, you know what I'm saying? To be back with the tipsy talks, yes. Mine was so good, y'all. It's just the, you know, barefoot pink Moscato. So yeah, that wraps up episode 1 of Tipsy Talk. She's back, girl, and I'm so excited for our girl chats, for our just life updates. We about to talk about it all. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I am just like ready to talk. I'm ready to share my story. I've been through so much, like so much behind the scenes that God has just been like preparing and growing me through and preparing me to share my story, and I finally feel like I'm ready to share it. And so I'm very excited about Tipsy Talks with T, because it's so much to talk about, so much to give you guys, so much to learn, so much I've learned through my journey, through my story, and I'm just ready to talk about it. We're gonna get real over here on Tipsy Talks, okay? Thank y'all so much for watching. Thanks for supporting. I love you all so much. I will catch y'all in the next video. Y'all stay beautiful, stay blessed.